Beautiful people, it's me, Pamela, on my YouTube. Cho, no, what's the tea? Siyahlazia.
Hey guys, we unpacking Mommy Club episode 9 season 1 still. So uShalom angithi niyamazi ineni Her Majesty uHappy Smelani. So they were having a therapist over. She came to their house to see them because angithi uHappy feels ukuthi at the end of the day, uShalom naye lost her dad. She's been through a lot, and then Lana Baba lose her husband as well. So, but now we need a therapist. We don't know what she's going through. We can't just leave her and she's family, you know. So they consider her as family, basically. uShalom, the name. So Titi says no, she's not really been through the stuff that you've been through. Titi angithi firstborn the 16-year-old firstborn ga happy. She's not been through what we've been through. And then Ababon basically the same, no happy. Happy is like a family. Finally, boni therapist so ended up with therapist coming over to the house. uShalom Happy was just like, anyhow, you remember when Umtutuzi, the late husband Happy said, ngigula wathini konje umtutuzi wathi ayihambi yolala, there's nothing wrong with you, like hambi yolala. When Happy was sick, was like, I just feel like he was like a bit insensitive. He comes off as an insensitive stepdad and as an insensitive husband, this guy. I'm just like, really? And then there was even a stage now I was like, we now feel like he deserved that karma because he was beating Happy up. It was just a lot of things this guy did. Umuntu who will be sitting with her friends, Happy was saying, he will be sitting with her friends and be like, my wife, mina mangamfonela manje uzongithumela 50,000. I mean, and then there was a lot of things that came out after this. She actually had a lot of girlfriends, not just the one that he died with in the car. I'm just like, this guy, bro. His stories are a lot. And then Happy is always defending Umduduzi. You'll be like, yeah, he used to treat me like that. And but Utit is like, no, I want to used to pick you up. And when I'm gangimbona ehamba namanye amantombazane, and I told you so. So Happy just felt to enjoy. I'm embarrassed. She was like, that's so rude. Why are you like this in front of the people? The child was like, he wasn't even nice to me. Like, because this is basically a healing session for all of them and the children. So you Happy to tell the children. The therapist was like, tell them what happened to their dad. So I was telling them, I know that dad died with a girlfriend in the car. The children were like, wow. So the older one was like, yo, that's the same person I was telling you about. This guy, why have a girlfriend next to my grandmother's house? So Happy likes making excuses for the late husband, who was not right. He wasn't right, this guy. And things are coming out now, So I mean, I even said but it's not me only. Hey, it was on social media also. Even the way he died, that's not right. Like they were showing her other things basically. So she will be making excuses for him, and then I'll be like, oh no, he loved me. Why give a right to Duzi? Why giving Tanda? And then I'm just like the older daughter, the firstborn, is like, no, there's nothing like that. This guy why ain't get right to a point where we didn't have a relationship. Go hi, hello, hi, pet. We had no contact, nothing. Like we had nothing. There was no relationship basically between the two of them. And we were making excuses for him. Things like, no, but he got better. Meaning like he used to beat her up. He got better. He got better when he was making money. When Happy was making money. Guys, is there anything like that? Hi, join and comment, and there's nothing like that, guys. Are you like for real? And then I'm just like, and then how did the person who died with the girlfriend in the car loved you? Like, why it's no mutoy? No, the 2005, guys. So the therapist was just like, you know what? This is the only way you have to tell your children exactly what happened to Mtutus. No, he was with a girl. Guys, imagine. And then Happy even made a joke. That's not even funny. How so neni? When now mhlawumbe condom fihlela zona, didn't you, when you were washing his washing, didn't you get condoms there? Honin was like, I never used to get anything there except for money. That's yam. I was just like, even this lady, she's a lot. So the therapist, was just saying, oh, this is so traumatic for the children, especially the oldest. The oldest saw other things, about this guy. The whole thing, they didn't have a relationship. So basically, this is their healing process. I'm happy they took it to other directions again. She was like, no, lawyer, she's just a spoiled bratty, and I can't control her at times. She does not listen. And like she I need to gosh of we've said that on episode mostly 6 and 7. Nabi I and that's why you end up even the morning to do selection with the girls. Yeah, behamba amashisa nyama kumnandi in their world. Just like, wow, guys, what crazy things are those things? Happy is like this child uqhamukana lezi itori eningangaka even about umduduzi just because she's angry ukuthi ene wathenga izinto futhi kuShane for 13,000 just for herself only instead of ukuthi awuthengele nochire letho lo number 2 lo ingane kaMduduzi biological child kaMduduzi number 2 kaHappy. And then also lo mntwana lo mdala uThithi ukwatile, this is why ekhuluma kanje, being disrespectful to the mother. Even the nanny was like, hey, when I almost but disrespectful to your mom. Why? And then the child started crying, emotional. Both of them at some stage Happy stormed out of this meeting, of this therapy session, because the child was telling her off, guys. I was just like, wow. She was like, when unhappy just because I'm the iPhone 14, like that is why you are so angry. I was just like, really, guys? Like, for real? So the therapy session, guys, the next one was Mrs. Mopsy. She took the girls to some yoga. So they were doing that yoga thing then. It was nice. And then Happy's boobs were coming out, guys, of that thing. That crop top she was wearing. I was just like, but we never saw the boobs. But she's the one who was telling us to say, guys, let me just control my boobs. So basically, her boobs were all over the place. I was on the floor with the boobs thing. I couldn't hold myself. I was just like, what's going on? So they were just sitting after the yoga session, talking about life. But it wasn't really, they didn't really say about anyone this time. Utiko was just talking, what, guys, my father, we used to have a very, very close relationship. And last year I lost my grandmother plus my mother-in-law, I think that's what she said. And then, so now I want my dad to be very close to my children. And then Noah is going to have a birthday party. And then I want my dad to come. And my dad was like, hey, Dr. Phil, a lot of those people who are just so educated, and then they know their stuff. Like they will tell you about life. Those old people back there who just used to tell you about life. So her dad is like that. So she's like, oh, I miss my dad. And then Her Majesty, they discovered Her Majesty hasn't told the parents about the engagement and the umalume, for the lobolas and stuff like that. So Mrs. Mopsy, she was like, no, I'm feeling too embarrassed. Uya-embarrasseka ukuthi nje bazothi nomalume bazothi hayibo wena sithi kahle nalo muntu wakho hayibo ubaby daddy uqala usuyashada naye, no sisi please. But I don't think it's that. I think she's just not ready to do it. I mean, it's too soon. Mhlawumbe usazobatshela umalume. So another one was Mrs. Mopsy telling them about a skin range called Nala Rain. So it's coming soon. So what she wants to do, she wants to launch it. So Happy was just like, oh my gosh, in any case, she's got the most beautiful skin, Mrs. Mopsy. I understand why. She's doing this Nala Rain launch. So she was just like, she's still gathering some stuff, some loose ends going on around the business, but she will do it soon. And then the next one, obviously, like I said, just as much as they were not like clamoring heavily, but Ratile. When Siko said Ratile can come to her child's birthday party, but her children can come. I mean, guys, who says that? Like, why would I bring my small child to a birthday party? Like, who does that? It's like I've never seen it. I've never heard of it. Like there's nothing like that. So basically, Ratile is not coming at all to this party and her children. Guys, let's stop, please. This is not like a bit petty and childish. Like I can't. Happy said she won't fix things with Ratile. Ngoba yena she's still sitting with the 60%. You know the 60% thing, which on 60%, the 40% and she's still hanging. I'm just like, these ladies, brother, they are so childish and petty at the same time. I don't know what you think, guys. You must just let me know. Mrs. Mops is like, I'm having lunch with Ratile, Mina. Happy was like, good luck. Hope it doesn't end in tears. I mean, really, how negative is that? After the yoga, they meet Mrs. Mops, went to Brakpani. She's like, oh, this is where I grew up in. And she grew up in the Israel anyway, Mrs. Mops. So she's like, let me go to Happy's house with my children. They went there with the nini. Yamaziga papa ga sisters. They asked her, you at my house, do you want a drink? Ufunani? Do you want some champagne? Mrs. Mops was like, no, she doesn't drink when she's at work. No, actually, she doesn't drink at all. I was like, wow. She does drink. She was like, no, she doesn't drink when she's on duty. I was like, wow, guys, like, seriously. But I guess, I mean, just disrespectful anyways. At the house, the food was good. They were having a nice time. They were chilling there. And then that gay Katleho also came. Champagne. She came with a bottle of champagne. I was just like, wow. But yeah, and then children started to take out that snake, guys. That snake, I feel it's about as a snake. It's a small python. It's an albino python that's gonna grow. That snake is gonna grow and eat all of them. I'm telling you, there's nothing like that. She was playing with the snake. He was like, bro, why are you taking out that snake? Because, I mean, you are going to scare other children. Like, what are you doing? And then one day they were still sitting there. Flowers come. Realize with these flowers, I love you. But they from an admirer. I'm just like, how? Wow. And then it would happy get to other levels in the snakey. She was like, hi, and then she was asking Mrs. Mops, how? So obani ati I know. Oh, Mrs. Mops, I snake, I don't know if I need in the woods. I can't have it in the house again. I know we also have a cat. Her name is Blue Ivy, and then Ukali Jenna is the dog, and then Katleko. I was like, wow, guys, he's injured. And then this one with Kevin Cash. I need to kumbuluzo what to Cash. Ulona ifuna ukuthi kube Kevin. So the snake ke sagcina sesithi ke Kevin Cash. Ngoba nje everything ngiyakhumbula ya hip revolves around money. It must be dollar, it must be Gucci, it must be something. Mrs. Mopsy game. No, actually, Mrs. Mopsy's nanny Umanchi is taking the ladies to Mamelodi, right? Just for a day to chill there, you know, ababone nje. But she was like, on the side, I see the bang, I'm up in a plus in Jilaba, Vilma plus in Jiba, like I can't, I have to take them somewhere. They gay. Was there. Sally, brothers. He was there. He was like, Ganjan. But it's because some said she was like, I Ninora's house. I know, Mina. I'm not in any. Yeah, she's almost like a PA. I mean, sometimes I even feel she's like, you know, those entourages that you have when you have money. You have people, 10 people, sometimes 5 people. But now at the restaurant, I think she's that person. So she takes them to Mamela to show them around. Umabuli and Shalom, they came tipsy at the restaurant. At that I think it's almost like a joint thing, almost like a chisanyama situation, you know. Where poop drunk. They will finish these two. Umabil Ben Shalom. I understand go Shalom what I was surprised. Savannah say and Savavo. I was like, oh, this person is finished. Like Ufe Ganji Nala. And then Wabacho sister no, you need to forget your problems. Size enjoy Alana today. As a school man, seven way to Oguba Unin. Ushalom in her drunkenness, she started telling them, I started jollering when I was 12, and I was jollering I was going out with an old man, and then when I got to grade 6, at 16, I had a child. People were so far about that story. I think his nanny. Because Nanny was like, guys, at 12 I was still playing, and I was watching cartoons. There's no way. Basically, she was just saying she didn't enjoy her childhood. kwavele waba mdala nje before time zangadlali zangenza next top voice ejola nobaba omdala. Guys, I mean really ezinye izinto ezenzeka kwezinye iy'ndawo. Hayibo guys, ngicela nikhomenteni nake nayizwaphi into enje. It's just so wrong in so many ways. Like ifamily yakhe iyenzani about this with an old man. And then-ke uMabuli-ke uneni kaNonorai was now started to talk about ghosts, guys. Hayi, it's just wrong. Okay. Barbara naye washo ukuthi u-HM her mom, the most painful thing that has happened to her was when her mom died in her arms. Oh my gosh, I was just like, that's like the craziest and the creepiest thing ever. And then ngisantshela-ke story sikaMabuli-ke busy saying that the ghost her dad died and then came back as a ghost. Hey guys, I don't know. And then Barbara was like, yeah, ghosts do exist. I was like, oh guys, no, it's a fiction, man. Like this is taking another direction. So she went on to say, no, Mina, my mom who died, and then at some stage at her grave, just after she died, we saw some fire coming off her grave. I was like, hey, man, just some scary stories that I can't. Just saying, when the mom died, the father married another woman. That woman didn't even last a day in the house. The mother came back. Like, how, guys? I can't deal with this story. And the baba too, ben even no Shalom uyafakaza ukuthi iyavela. And then like if akhona vela amaghost. Shalom uHappy's nanny also said that her maternal grandfather was beaten to death. Ne? And they buried him. Ne? He woke up after some days, after a week. Guys, are you like for real? Oh, guys, I don't know about these stories. Please, vele these creepy stories used to happen back in the days. They used to tell us that I don't believe them, my God. You know, Ratile no Happy, they've been having issues. So Ratile invites Happy for dinner to her house. It was just cold, the dinner. Like it was not nice. The energy is there, guys. Oh my gosh. Again, as a gesture, Happy brought her a book and wine, a bottle of wine for Ratile, and then they started saying, Ratile started saying, hey, yazini, I just want to cover the 40%. Ngoba phela wathi ngixolele for 60%. I want to cover the 40%. Happy is still not happy, saying that her apology is not genuine. She was like, oh, this girl, like, how is she genuine? Like, she must just leave me alone. Like, I'll never forgive her. Like, really? But I just find that very petty, girl. Because, I mean, Ratile has apologized twice now. Twice. This is the second time. I don't know what she must do now. Happy went on as far as saying, when Ratile, you're teaching me to shut up. Because where was that coming from? I didn't even understand. Because it was so cold. Please, like, I'm not ready. Hey, well, guys, I must beg you now when I'm trying to apologize to you. And she was actually genuine. And the second time around, I felt good. She was definitely genuine about her apology, Ke khona lapho kusasenjani-ke uHappy goes-ke to the toilet and says, hey, can I go and puke and vomit in the bathroom? Angisekho right. Angithi uHappy has this thing yokuthi ene wathakatha, she was bewitched, basically. Uyena ukudla akudluli. Uvele ahamba akufika esiswini. Fanele ahamba ayohlanza. I mean, at some stage I was like, I know Happy needs to stop. She's bulimic. There's nothing like this. But at the same time, I just don't want to judge her. But I mean, her stories around this thing, and then I'm just like, guys. And then she comes back here from Hlanza kwakhe, and then she's like, she's always sick. This is why she doesn't like eating around people. But then I don't like eating during the people. Her food pipe is not okay. It does not transport food to the stomach, and this disease is called achalasia or something like that. It's ACHALASIA. That's what it's called. And then basically we know it's in our black people. I'm just like, manje, where is that coming from? I'm like, hey, guys. So it ends there again, and then he goes sisters and logo after the food. After she storms out, he get crying now. Are you happy? Because you drama queen, I'm done. Crying, thinking goes after, hey, how happy? She drove off. That was the end of this episode, guys. I was just like, I'm done. Wow, there's no need uRatile uzehlisile guys kule group angisazi sifanele senzeni. And just because nje she's vocal abatshela, and then she was saying even noThixo they basically akafuna ukutshela. So what is it, guys? So you must just tell me, Uguti, what do you think, guys? Thank you so much for always watching my channel and supporting me. The views, guys, I love you so much. Give me thunder over, guys. Thank you.